Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today, as you can see, my desk is filled with all kinds of goodies to play with for our Bumble Bee Junk Journal. So let's just see what I've got here. I went through and made some copies of some paper. I know I was going to download I think it's My Porch Prints that has a Bumblebee journal kit. I decided not to. I mean, I may still down the road, but right now I have a lot here that I can still play with and create some of my own stuff. So all I've done was really photocopy this fabric right here and made this paper right here. So what I'll do is trim the borders and use this into my junk journal. It's double-sided, so it'll work out pretty well. I made about, I don't know, 6 or 10 or 12 copies of it. There are some single-sided sheets in here. So yeah, this is all going to get trimmed down, remove the margin, and used in the junk journal. And that'll coordinate really well because, I mean, it's the inside fabric, right? So here's some others that I made. I just took some of my die cuts. These are the die cuts that I picked up. I believe it was Hobby Lobby. I did some fussy cutting around some of them, not all of them. And yeah, I just made additional pages to go into the journal. So here are some with this little bee and some washi flowers. And I made quite a number of those. Here's a different design. Again, that little bumblebee and a what do you call, die cut flower. And yeah, so I have it going this way and I have it going that way. Okay, so maybe using those in here. This is just some 12 by 12 paper that I also copied, and it's single-sided, so there's plenty of journaling space on the back. Not sure what I'm going to do on the back of these yet. Maybe turn these into, I don't know. I'm definitely going to use the 12 by 12 as a journal, a signature cover. Okay, so here's what the 12 by 12 look like. So I'm going to trim this down. I'm not a big fan of what's on the other side, so it works out as a signature cover. So I'll do that for that one. Here's another one that I'm not really happy with. It's pretty, but you know, is it directional? Is it non-directional? I'm not really sure, but this is what the other side looks like, which is more related to what we're doing here. And I will trim this down also and make it into a journal cover. Isn't that pretty though? It's like ledger paper. It's so cute. Anyway, here's some more paper. This is cardstock. This is just paper. So here I have some bumblebee and some more sunflowers or daisies, or what are they calling this one? Not really sure, but this is from the American Craft Company. This one is also, this is from a paper pack that I'm not really sure, but I love the little speckles in there. And these two I pulled out of a book, out of a paper pack, so I'm not really, I don't know which paper pack it came out of, but as you can see with the little ring hole, it came out of a paper pack. So yeah, I just made some copies as I saw fit. Here's a page that I've been hoarding. I've been hoarding this page to make this journal, and finally this is where we are. So I made some more copies of it, and none of it's double-sided. So yeah, this will go great as little signature pages in the journal. So there's that, and then this one, I'm not really a big fan of how this turned out, but some of it came out okay. Like you can see, there's a difference in the hue between this one and this one. It's almost identical except for the fact of the hue. It bled through a little bit more than I would have liked. So I have a few of these. None of these are double-sided. This one I was playing with the margins and tried to get rid of it as much as possible. It didn't work out. So I think that's pretty much it as far as that's concerned. Here's that daisy paper. Came out really well. Liked it so much. Made a couple more copies. And okay, so that's it. All right, let's see what else I've got here on my desk. I also have again, these little washi guys. And where's the other one? That one. Is there another? I don't think so. Maybe I'm just gonna go with these two right here, these two little washi guys, and work with them in the project. I'll probably add them to a page or two in the journal, maybe one on one page with a little bee, who knows. Okay, so that's that. I'm running out of places to put stuff so that they don't fall over. And then of course we have our die cuts, right? So these are going to more than likely be little elements that I add to the project. This will definitely be a pocket or a tuck, and you know, nothing says Bumble Bee Journal like a beehive. All right, so yeah, let's just get started. I also have some fabric here. This is my I should have copied this as well. This would have made a great page. So yeah, maybe I'll go back and make a copy of this also. And I have this one. This is the other fabric that I was contemplating using in this journal. I mean, it is a bumblebee and a honey pot. So yeah, I'll probably make a few pages out of these as well. Okay, so I know nothing but chaos here on my desk. I gotta set things down gingerly so that they don't craft a lunch over there behind me. So I think these came out really well, so I'll chop those down later. Don't fall. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, so here is this is a Tula and Norbert's Sweetest Honey pack. Okay, and in this pack there are all these pages here to make something. I know it's a scrapbooking situation where you have a layout, but I think I can use some of these elements in the journal. This is a cardstock ephemera pack, and there's 26 pieces in here. So in this pack there's also little gnomes, right? These are just some little gnomes, and this is the closest I've gotten to that, is this piece of fabric right here, which has gnomes and mushrooms, and I will probably get some paper made just like this as well. All right, and that'll go into the journal. So that's my 3 other pieces of fabric that I'll be including in the journal. It'll be these 3, so I have to go make copies of that if I want to use this. I mean, I think it's cute. I mean, it includes the bee, it has hives, it has hives, it has the gnomes, it has the honeycombs. So yeah, I might just include some of this paper also. I don't even know if this is single-sided. Let's see. Collection paper pack contains 12 sheets of 12 by 12 double-sided designer cardstock and 1 sheet of 12 by 12 designer cardstock stickers. So that's what these are down here, and these are the pages. So yeah, let's just play, guys. We're playing. This is just fun stuff to play with. I'll set that down there. I pulled these out of my stash, so I'll probably just do something like this on a page, you know. So there, right, with a little bumblebee. And I do have 3D bumblebees that stand up, you know, stand upright. They look like this. They're little wooden pieces, right? So yeah, I can use these in there. So all right, I need to tear this apart. I think that's it, right? All right, so, and of course I have my stamp set. These were some sunflower stickers, and then I have Busy as a Bee notepad that I picked up at a Goodwill. All right, so here is our junk journal. Today's project, I believe I'm going to make a front and back cover something. So maybe using one of these pages, it'll be a nice little spot to put a tuck or a pocket. And it will also help to cover up what you can see bleeding through the fabric is my ties, these ties right here. So there was a page that I was very much in love with. It was that, but not that one. Let me get it. Ooh, even that would be great. There's a back. Yeah. And this one. Okay, so I need to mount these to yeah, that's not gonna work really, because it's too much, right? I just need a little something to cover it up, but we'll see. It may or may not work. Maybe this one will work. Maybe. And I'll ink around it. So yeah, I'll pull a couple of those out and we'll see which ones will work for this process. Please don't fall. I just set some stuff on top of my daubers, like it's just balancing on top of it. Oh dear, please don't fall. Alright, so I'm going to reinforce these with some cardstock, just some standard regular cardstock. Some yellow cardstock will probably be best. First I want to find the image that I want to use. So if it's this, just note that a lot of it will not be on there. Maybe I can do the pocket this way. Yeah, it'll probably lose a lot of this flower over here, but I do like the bumblebee. And what I'll do is I'll ink around, you know, I'll grunge it up just a little bit because this is a lot of white, right? So where's my scissors? I'm just gonna cut this across here. Yeah. And I'll save that. This will make some good journaling space on something else later. So what I can do is find some yellow paper. That would help. Let's do that. Let me get some yellow. Here we go. Here's some yellow cardstock right here. Okay. And this is just 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And let's do this. Grab my, let's grab the blue, this blue guy. And I'm just playing around with stuff. I have not even settled on a design yet, so we're just testing this whole thing out together. I'm gonna ink with just what's on this dauber right here. Nothing, I didn't pick a color, it's just whatever's on here. And I'm just gonna ink around this little bumblebee and in between the flowers just to see what I get. And yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. And yeah, I'll ink back here in case some of this ends up in the process. Okay. So that's gonna go onto here. I'll get it straight and then we will create a front pocket like that, right? Yeah, that'll work, wouldn't it? I guess. Yeah, so let me get my guillotine. I'll move my book, bring my guillotine in, and yeah, let me straighten up this page. And we will glue this down to here. Yeah, let's do that for sure. Okay. Okay. So safety first, I'm going to close my blade up, and then I'm going to place this down here and glue this page to this page for reinforcement, and then we'll turn it into a pocket or a tuck. Okay? Scotch Create, empty, Scotch Create. So I hope you all are having a crafty day. I know today's video is a bit behind schedule, but yeah, I just was not sure what I was gonna do for today's video. And yeah, so I've been playing with paper and photocopying paper and making my own paper, so it's just been a whole thing. Yeah, and that's why today we're behind schedule. By the time I got home, I was pretty exhausted and did not feel like doing a video, and wasn't really sure what the video was going to be about, so I slept on it. And this is what I came up with. I decided I have to work on this Bumble Bee journal, and that's what I'm doing. And it's late. It's very late. I should have started this. I should have done this yesterday, but yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. So last week, and another thing, this is another reason why I'm like behind in my videos. Last week was the Arnold Palmer Invitational, and it's held here at Bay Hill, which is in Central Florida. It's a golf tournament basically, and it's kind of like it's a tournament that's on the PGA Tour. So I had an opportunity to go to that with one of my best friends, and that's where I spent my Saturday and my Sunday, and that's another reason why I'm behind, because normally the weekends is when I catch up on a lot of stuff related to junk journaling, and I did not have that opportunity this weekend, so it's all good. And I'm also expecting a contractor to walk through the door at any moment, like any moment now, to finish up something that he started in my master bedroom. So yeah, you know, all these little life things are happening. So I definitely want the bumblebee in the image, but I can see here that most of this is going to get cut away. What I have to decide is, do I want this as a tuck or a pocket? I think a pocket. I am going to remove this bottom section that we're not using. So I'm going to make an interesting pocket that will just bring a lot of things down a little. Yeah, I can just do that. Yeah, I'll cut around here, make myself an interesting shaped pocket. Let me grab a pencil. Oh, I could have swore I had a pencil this morning. I don't know what happened to it. But the thing is, guys, like, I don't have a prototype or anything, so I'm just winging this. It's just going to go, you know, as we go. And I'm just winging this, but I think I want it to be more of a tuck. Let's just play. It's just paper. I'm going to cut this out like so. Okay, and put this right here, and I'll make my tuck spot under here, right? I mean, you can tuck things in any direction on the cover of your book. So if that's gonna go like that, let's just see what it looks like on the opposite side. Yeah, I think from the inside, I'll make the pocket first and then discuss which side it's going to go on, because I think from the outside tucking up it'll be fine. On this side it might be a little difficult to tuck it up under here, so this might become a back pocket. I definitely like it, like, you know, really want it in the project. I'm going to slide it up just a wee bit to get more of this leaf down here, and I will mark it as soon as I find a pencil. I'll use my pen. Alright, I'm just going to mark it a little wide, and I'll cut it wide, and then we'll shave it down, right? So a little bit more of the leaf right there. Okay. I'm sorry guys, like I really didn't have much to I didn't have any plans for today, but it's working out. I mean, we're playing with stuff. I'm just gonna cut this straight there, and then I'll cut this section off down here. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that there's a hint of a flower there. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so yeah, this will probably be my back pocket right there, or tuck, and I will straighten some of this up. Let's cut it a little bit more ornate, and get this section right here chopped down, and I'll cut like right here a little bit more. Around the bumblebee. Okay, so yeah, that'll be my back tuck. There, that'll be a back tuck spot right there. And I'm trying to find something to tuck up underneath there so that you guys can see. It will hold things. Just maybe it'll be best over here, right? So that if anything you tuck up in here, it will fall to the center of the book, as opposed to if you tuck something up here, it'll fall out of the book. You know what I mean? Do you see what I mean? If I tuck something in here, it'll fall out the book, if it does fall out, right? But if I tuck something in here, it'll fall towards the center of the book, and at least it'll stay within the pages of the book. Okay, so this will be my front tuck spot. You got to talk yourself through these things, guys. Otherwise, you just never know what you're going to end up with. All right, I'm going to trim that down so that it fits in the front cover. Okay. Yep, I like that. And I like that, you know, I didn't really hide too much of the cover by putting a huge pocket on here. You still got some of the cover down here. All I was really concerned with hiding is my band that I'm using to use as the closer. Okay, so I will ink this up some more and save that as my front cover. Let's do a back cover. I'm gonna move my guillotine temporarily. So here's what I was thinking for the back cover pocket. Would be these daisies or dandelions or whatever they are, and some of this ledger paper. So what I'll do is I'll come down like this. I may chop him off. Yeah, I may chop them off and just come down like that and do a tuck or pocket this way. I'm gonna do the same sort of ornate, you know, not a straight cut pocket with a, you know, thumb notch. It'll be like, you know, almost the shape of the flowers. Try to get some of that ledger paper in it. And again, I'm just gonna use some yellow cardstock to reinforce this pocket, and then go from there. So again, I'm using my Scotch Create glue, my blue silicone glue mat. And yeah, once you do one and you get the feel for what it is you're up to, I should have glued that paper instead of this paper. Yeah, once you glue down one of them, I mean, you know, design one of them, and you get a feel for what it is you're trying to accomplish, the process goes a lot smoother and a lot quicker. So yeah, and again, I'm just using Scotch Create glue stick. It's a permanent glue, and safe for photos, and it should work out really well. Here, I'm going to overlap this just a little bit because I forgot I need to remove the margin. So I'm just going to overlap this slightly on that yellow page. Because the margins have to come off on both sides, right? So there's that. Remove my book and bring back in my guillotine. First, I'll remove the margin off of here. And then I will chop down this right here. I think it's about 6 inches. Let's flip it over and get to 6. It's definitely at least 6, right? Because that's the cover. The front and back cover is 6 inches. And then I will chop down this section right here. Still very cute. Can still be something in this journal. And then I'll fussy cut the rest. So let's bring back in the journal and we'll see where this fits. So here is the back cover. I can see some of my margin still needs to be removed. I can do that by hand. So it's just straight cuts. If I can cut straight, that would be great. And straight cut here. Okay, so I've removed that. Now let's work on what shape I want to do. So I wish I had a pencil. What did I do with my pencil? The travesty. I know it's on my desk. I just can't see it. It's like, oh, there it is. Covered by the page that I just cut. So here's the paper that I just cut. My pencil was underneath there. All right, so anyway. Okay, so my corners are going to stay square. I'm going to come down kind of like in the shape of that flower, right about there. I'm going to cut that guy off, come down some more, come down. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. I might leave it at this level here. Okay? And it's pencil, right? So I'll erase it. Let's start on this side. Gonna chop this guy right about there. Do some this stuff to mimic the shape of that. Is that a dandelion? Or a daisy? Or... I'm so bad at flowers. Don't ask. Don't ask me. And I'm gonna cut this one a little bit high on this ridge line that I just made, because I realize my point is to cover up that band, which it isn't doing if I came down here like that. So it's fine. Everything is gonna be fine. And I'll erase the pencil marks that I initially put on there. But I think it's okay. I think that's good. Right? Don't you? Don't you? Alright, so yeah, I'll place that like so. I'm going to cut this edge off just a little bit. Bring this pocket in some. I'm going to cut it back to about here. and I'll try to cut it straight. And it's easy to cut it straight on this particular page because of the ledger marks. So yeah, that'll go there like that. And then yeah, it's a pretty decent sized back pocket for this journal. So here's my front tuck. My bumblebee is facing down. Downward facing bumblebee. There's a yoga pose for you. And this will be a tuck like so. I'm only going to glue it on 3 sides. Alright, so there. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 sides. Here and here. I'm going to leave this bottom section open, and that'll be a cool little tuck spot. And then I'm going to put this as a full pocket. I'll glue it on 3 sides, and yeah. And then whatever I do put in here it will hide that the tie band that I'm trying so desperately to hide. I don't know why, but I'll just add some more glue in spots that missed it. Where's my glue mat? Yeah, I'll just add some more glue underneath here and really reinforce this page to that cardstock. I'm also gonna ink this. Sure, why not? We're going to ink this in ground espresso. And that'll also get rid of some of my pencil marks. Or at least not make my pencil mark look so prevalent, right? Sometimes, guys, you got to talk yourself through the process. Unfortunately, I have to do that on camera. Because I was totally unprepared for today's video. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta talk yourself through it. It's almost better that way without having too much prep, you know. You can prep yourself right out of, you can talk yourself right out of doing it with too much prep time. So yeah, just wing it. Just wing it and see what you get. It's just paper. Alright guys, I think these are a great start to this process. Yeah, I'm going to use these right here in the journal. I think I'm going to leave you here. You know why? Because I like prep. I like to prep, and I need to figure out what else we're going to put into this journal. I showed you guys the pages that I'm going to use somewhere in here. I have to get my signature covers together, and that requires a lot of cutting because these are 12 by 12 and my signatures are only going to be like 9 by 6 or 5.5 or something like that. So I need to cut these down in order to make journal covers, signature covers. And I think for this journal, instead of doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, we're going to try something different. I want to do a 4-hole or a 5-hole crisscross stitch. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta practice. That's part of the problem. I need to go practice on how to do that. So I will definitely talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a super crafty day. Go do something wonderful. And don't forget to check out my links down below. Hit the bell for notifications after you've subscribed to the channel. And as well as give this video a thumbs up if you like the content here on this channel. Alright guys, stay naturally curious. Bye!